This is Iron Sharpens Iron Council. Welcome to the evolution. Hey fam, YouTube family. Let me just start by saying I have to record the ladder experiment because the first version was my fault. I had my headphones connected to the computer, so you couldn't hear me. So here we go again. And I always kind of chuckle every time I think about my experiment results because it's a little funny. You might not get it, but it's funny to me. So here we go. The ladder experiment was given by Neville Goddard, right? A law of attraction teacher before it was even called the ladder of attraction, because he's from the 1920s era. And so I've read, all of his books, and I've been able to build my faith in my own ability to manifest. But it begins with experimentation. And one of the experiments that I did was the famous one called the ladder experiment. Okay, so to describe the ladder experiment, first of all, E.O. Locker was one of the students I found on YouTube. I was watching something, it came across it, and he is probably the only or the last or the only one that I know connection to Neville Goddard. Okay, because Neville Goddard was kind of like the Beyonce of his day, just world renowned. Everybody knew his name. So E.O. Locker, look him up. I'll put the link in the video description box so that you can hear it directly from him, which he learned it from Neville Goddard. And by the way, Neville Goddard, he learned about this truth from an Ethiopian man named Abdullah. So it's passed down from generation to generation. It's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood, it's a community thing to help each other. So I did the experiment. It was about 10 years ago. I don't remember all of the details, but I do remember the results, and I ended up climbing the ladder. So here we go. The ladder experiment talks about, here's the prescription. You have to visualize yourself in 2D, not 3D, because the 3D is you watching a vision, like a scene of yourself, like in a movie scene, doing the thing. No, you want to see your hands in front of you as if you are really and truly right then and there climbing the ladder. So that's what you want to see in your vision. Okay. And so you climb the ladder in your mind, mentally speaking, when you go to bed. The second part is to sleep in a manner that you wouldn't normally sleep. So if you normally sleep on the left side, sleep on the right side. Do something that's counter to what you would normally do to go to sleep. The reason behind that is so that you will stay up longer. And because if you sleep in your normal position that you're comfortable in, you're going to fall asleep right away or faster, right? So do something or sleep in a position that you don't normally sleep in for 3 days doing the experiment, right? So you visualize every night in a position that you would normally sleep. Then the third piece is the next day after each night of visualization. You look at a sticky note, and you put that everywhere around the house that states, I will not climb a ladder, okay? And you mean it. You will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder. You don't have to say it, but just as long as you see it somewhere. I put it, on mirrors everywhere, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, I put it everywhere that I could see it. So I did that for the 3 nights and the 3 days. Then I let it go. Okay. So what happened to me is a few days after the third night, a friend had stopped by unannounced. I hadn't seen him in a while. His name is Vernon, but I used to call him Lion Ass Vernon because he used to lie like a rug for no reason, just lie. So all my friends knew him as Lion Ass Vernon. So Lion Ass Vernon came over unannounced, unbeknownst to me. He had started a home improvement business, and he wanted to know if, I wanted any of his services and stuff like that. And again, unannounced. I hadn't talked to him or seen him in person in a while. I want to say it was a year. I'm trying to think. Listen, this ladder experiment was 10 years ago, so that just goes to show. So then, what else happened? So we're sitting there talking, and then the conversation goes to the attic. I don't know if I picked it. He must have led the conversation to the attic, because why would I? We ended up going upstairs. I showed him there's the latch. He pulled down the the door to the attic, and then there's a folded up ladder, a wooden ladder, and then he pulled that down. He went up first, and then I climbed the ladder. It didn't dawn on me until maybe 2 or 3 days after that oh my God, I climbed the ladder. I said I wouldn't climb the ladder, my conscious mind. So the purpose of the notes is to prove to yourself, that your subconscious mind is more powerful. It's more powerful than your conscious mind. Okay. And so I did it. I climbed the ladder, and I have been able to manifest. Like when I focus, it's so amazing to me that when I'm focused and when I'm relaxed, when I get in that state, I can manifest. But just like you, just like anybody else, sometimes it doesn't work for me because I'm stressed out. Something is going on in the world or in my life or in my family that keeps me from getting in my zone. Okay. So, I was able to manifest, large sums of money all the time. I'm able to manifest people, phone calls, things, and you start small. I started small. I read somewhere or came across a video, I think, I don't remember, but the woman that inspired me to start small and build too, she started with manifesting money with a penny, and then she went from there. Okay, so you just kind of start with where you are and continue to do gratitude, meditation, stuff like that. But it's just really, really a real good confidence booster. But yeah, I ended up climbing the ladder, and I was like, it didn't dawn on me at the time because I was so in the moment trying to listen to what Lion Ass Vernon had to say, because I really didn't believe anything, and he did not get my he did not get my business. But yeah, I was truly amazed that it worked, and it worked very quick. Like it was 2 days after the last day. It was 2 days after the experiment had ended. That's when Lion Ass Vernon showed up. And so I'm just here to tell you, just give it a shot. Listen to E.O. Locker. Listen to his video. Because he was in the audience of the man who told the world about this experiment. So, Neville Goddard, has long transitioned, and I'm pretty sure Abdullah has gone too. So what you have is, you have my experience. A couple other people did, talked about their experience, and definitely get it from E.O. Locker. Again, I'll put the video I'll put a link to his video in my video description box. But yeah, it does work. We are more powerful than we were led to believe. Firm believer of that. And, I just want to be able to manifest, you know, at random, at will. But that takes focus, and sometimes my focus is not there. It is what it is. I'm just being honest. But I have faith that I can do it. It's just sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it doesn't. There's a woman that manifested $120 million. Look her up. Her name is Cynthia Stafford. She made the decision that she needed this, she wanted this. It was really a heartfelt story, that she wanted to rescue her brother's children from being separated because they had just lost their dad, and she wanted to step in, but they were being taken, into foster care. She didn't want that, and she knew that she needed, the financial wherewithal, and she, set an intention. But the intention, it happened. It was great. It was wonderful, glorious manifestation of $120 million. However, it didn't happen like quickly, like 2 days, like for me, or 2 weeks. No, it happened for me too in 4 months. It took me 4 months to manifest $200,000. It took her 4 months to manifest the $120 million. And, what can I say about that except for it has to do with the resistance level of your subconscious, right? So that's why the ladder experiment is so profound, because your subconscious mind is not going to resist you climbing a ladder. Okay, you climbing a ladder is so insignificant. It's not alarming. It's not threatening your survival and the norm that your subconscious mind has come to know and love and keep you there. So it's not going to take that much time. That's why when Neville issued that experiment during the live conference, he said, listen, if you climb the ladder in 1 week, come back, and we're going to do a deep dive and further, your learning. And of course, the people that showed up it was a smaller crowd, and E.O. Locker was one of them that showed up, because within a few days he had climbed the ladder. That's very key. That's very key. The part about the note where you write, I will not climb a ladder. Let me tell you something. Your subconscious mind does not hear not. It only hears, I will climb a ladder. So that's a kind of like, that was a little trick, I think, from Neville too. When I did more deep dive research into, the functions of the brain and the synapses that fire when it hears something, or when you think something, and the mental mindset. The mind does not hear not. It only hears, I will. So that was a little trickery on his part, but it satisfies. The reason why it satisfies your subconscious mind is because the resistance is not there, because you're not resisting it, because you're saying or trying to agree with with yourself that, oh, I will not climb the ladder. I will not climb the ladder. So the resistance is already kind of built in. So there's no resistance. That was really key. I was like, oh, you slide devil, Neville. So yeah, it was just, I thought about it, and I'm just happy to be able to share. I've been sharing it with a few people kind of like privately. So this is the first time I'm sharing it very, very openly and publicly, and I'm really happy to come and do that now. So I've been sharing a lot more stories like this inside of Mission Possible. In fact, I wrote up all of the key ingredients, almost like a recipe for the perfect cake. So it's the perfect ingredients for making sure that you manifest. And I wrote it, and I printed it, and now I can stay on the course, and manifest more on demand now, because I made myself write it out, and I shared that with, the network, in a private network called Mission Possible that I created. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link below. And I also have a free masterclass. I'll put that there because I think that's really, really key to help people see me demonstrate my ability to, help you to earn thousands, for free. So I'm just trying to help and trying to reach out and help people, especially in these times. It's recession proof, it is crisis proof, and it's zero startup. So I'll leave the link below for that to help as many people. If you're interested, go for it, do it, get the results, and send me a letter and let me know how it's working out for you. So yeah, that is it for the ladder experiment. It was very successful. I suggest if you don't climb the ladder within 7 days, do it again, because we all have the ability to do it. Nobody here on this planet is more special than anybody else. We all were born with the same innate ability to tap into, our power. It comes from within. So just do it again. It's just, there's some kind of resistance there, and you just have to work through it by just trying it again, and just plow through. It happened for me in 2 days. I believe E.O. Locke said it happened for him in 5 days. So you see, it's different for everyone. Everybody's different. And so, but it doesn't mean that you're any less powerful. You are. You just have some kind of blockage or some kind of resistance that is just higher, right? And stuff like that. Oh, I just noticed my rose oil. This helps to raise your vibe. You become in tune to a higher frequency, the frequency of love. And rose oil, essential oil of rose, is very, very powerful to help you emit that frequency of love. So I got this from Amazon. I think it was like $4, and honey, I loved it so much. I went and bought like 6 bottles. So I love to have it just everywhere that it's P&J brand, if you care for that. I'm not going to leave a link for that. Just go to Amazon. It's not a big deal. It could be any brand, but any oil, look them up. I think I did a video on essential oils too, so look it up here. But basically, you just want to stay in the high frequency with emotions like, happy, joy, bliss, all of those uplifted and elevated emotions. So there you go. I just wanted to stop by and bless you with this. So I hope that this has helped someone, and I'll see you on the next video, and check the video description box for the links. Peace.